Well, first of all, Regan, nice to have a catch up with you. I think we've been all frustrated of not seeing much of you in the first team, but you got that start. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was good, especially to get the win. You know, that's the most important thing. But personally, for me, it was good to get back in the team.
I know it's hard when you get asked the question of how do you think you performed, how do you think your own display was, but what did you make of it?
Yeah, I think as a team performance, it was a good one. We dug in, we fought, we stood up to the battle, and you know, for me, I stood up and stood up to that battle as well, alongside all the other teammates.
What was the feeling, building up to the game when you knew finally that there was a start coming?
I just tried to do everything I could to prepare as well as I could the day before, just to give myself the best chance of performing well, and hopefully I'd done enough to stay in the team.
Up until New Year's Day, it hadn't happened for you. You got the odd game in the cups, you got the odd minutes coming on as a substitute on too many occasions, I think, for your own benefit. So how have you kept yourself going?
Well, that's football, isn't it? You're going to have stints not in the team. You've just got to try and stay as positive as you can. And I always believe in myself, and I believe in myself that I'm good enough to play in this team. So.
How difficult though was it, to keep going? Week in, week out, week in, week out. Different players coming in. You sitting there, as the old saying used to be, getting the substitute splinters on the bench.
Yeah, at times it did get quite hard for me, but I just had to remain as positive as I could, just try and train even harder than what I was doing, and I knew eventually I would get a chance, and that was on Sunday.
What kept you going?
I just believe in myself. I just I know I'm good enough to play, so I just knew that I just had to keep going, train even harder, try and get fitter, and that I think that showed that I got through the 90-minute game.
And the right sort of icing on the cake that day was that the team performed, the team won as well. How much confidence can that give you personally, and how much do you hope it'll bring into the team?
Yeah, it's always good when a team wins. I think it makes your performance that little bit better, and that's the most important thing, that we got the result. I think we needed one, and the morale's very high now in the camp after beating Tranmere, and we just want to go and do the same against Wimbledon.
Yeah, that's important, is it? You and the team build. One win or one performance doesn't make the football world everybody happy. It's got to be week in and week out.
Yeah, that's it. It is only one result, but we have got that result now, and we just need to try and kick on from this.
And for you, of course, it's about keeping those levels that you've set, the high standards in that game going, really.
Yeah, I've just got to try and show everyone, and most importantly the staff, that I can be consistent with my performances, and try and keep them going.
A lot of football still to be played. You're just entering the second half of the season. The league table doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful either. And you've got a couple of games in hand. It still could be a very good second half of the season. Is that uppermost in your minds?
Yeah, well, that's the target for everyone in this building. We've spoke to other lads in the change room, and they said, I think there's only 21 games being played. When you think, I think we play 46 in a season, so there's a lot of games to be played and a lot of points to be played for.
Great atmosphere against Tranmere. I know you got a bit of the old Scouser part of what you are. You enjoyed that result, but they made good atmosphere, didn't they? And that's one thing that you've got to keep trying to bring out of your own supporters. Performances give better support from the crowd.
Yeah, the atmosphere was great, but I think that's got to come from our performances. We've got to give the fans something to cheer about, and I think we did on Sunday.
And of course now you're building up towards the weekend. Wimbledon come in. There's a draw down there earlier in the season, but there's no reason why you can't go on and get back-to-back wins.
Yeah, well, as I say, momentum is very important, isn't it, in football, and we've just got to try and keep the momentum going from the win on Sunday against Tranmere.
And since that game on New Year's Day, I bet you've got a great feeling that you can't wait for 3 o'clock now, that fingers crossed you'll see your name on that team sheet because your performance warranted it to be on, and you want to go again.
Yeah, that's it. Now I just want to try and crack on with the games, hopefully get another good performance under my belt, and just take it game by game and try and kick on this back half of the season.